Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Middlebrow podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen.
Dan, it's been a minute since I've seen you, IRL.
Yes. We're coming to you live from Hello Human.
Shout out.
Forgot to say thanks.
Thank you to Hello Human for this beautiful recording studio.
Yes. Somewhere on the Lower East Side.
Also, while we're at it, let's give another shout out. Friend of the pod, Ted Sarandos.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
He needed more IP. He needed more ways to destroy the media industry.
For our listeners who aren't familiar with our dear friend Ted, he is the CEO of Netflix.
Yeah.
And
I guess we can't talk shit about him because he is entertainment now. Actually, there is nowhere else to go.
he just closed an $83 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Also includes HBO.
HBO is just going to be like a subtile that you won't even find.
It's going to go back to what it used to be, a return to form, a premium subscription channel.
You have to watch all 8 seasons of Stranger Things to unlock the HBO tier. And only then can you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm reruns. This is the only time where I'm like cheering for the Ellison's family. Like David and Larry.
Larry Ellison?
Yeah, they own Paramount. And you're like, I hope they sue.
Come on, Trump. Give him the juice here.
This is how fucked our economy is, that I'm just praying for another conglomerate. Please let them win. They're better. They're the nice media conglomerate, right?
Did you read the press release that came with the announcement? Ted Sarandos was like, it's a really exciting time for Netflix because it's truly an honor to join forces with such a storied company like Warner Brothers that has given us, classics like Casablanca, and we're bringing our firepower to
which,
this.
by the way, will not be available at all. We will bury it. No one will ever see Casablanca again.
So he talks about like Casablanca, Citizen Kane, and then he goes, with the contemporary flair and the modern classics that Netflix have brought to you, like K-pop Demon Hunters and Stranger Things.
Yes. Yeah. Who can forget Murder Mystery 3? Everyone's favorite film after Casablanca.
Have you seen Knives Out?
I did. I went to a movie theater. I went to the Paris movie theater, which Netflix owns, because they need a little loophole so they can qualify for Oscars.
The thing I'm bummed about is that we're going to have... movie theaters are going to go out of business.
Movie theaters, it's going to be like jazz clubs.
It's going to be
like this little relic that the children of rich white kids do.
Yeah.
Is they make a little movie, they write a little novel. It's this thing that only, a trust fund baby can do.
But who knew that we were exercising a bit of the, Ted Sarandos school of business thinking, because he said that theatrical releases, they're going to be a little bit more limited because he wants to meet audiences where they're at. We're also meeting our audiences where they're at on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
So if you haven't already, that's where you're at. You're watching this on your lunch break.
And you have to subscribe.
Subscribe to the
on
YouTube
to actually fight Netflix and corporate monopoly power. Is to subscribe to YouTube, which is the underdog. I don't know if you guys know about YouTube and their parent company, Alphabet, but these are young upstarts that need your help. It's so bleak. It's like how in You've Got Mail, the Barnes & Noble type store is the villain. And now, today, we're like, oh, Barnes & Noble, the heroes. They're so quaint. Our dreams are over, by the way, Brian.
Well, these big
we're
tech
gonna do this
companies,
podcast forever.
Dude, it's insane. They're like taunting us. You brought up Google. Why is the UI so bad?
It's horrible.
I'm trying to link a Google account, anything. It's impossible.
They intentionally have ruined Google search.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
What are you going to do about it?
Honestly, I'm part of the problem because I switched from ChatGPT to Gemini.
Really?
Gemini just crossed the threshold.
You're keeping tabs on
fuck
this
Sam
stuff.
Altman. I'm loyal to Sergey Brin. That's my guy.
I'm on Team Anthropic.
You're Team Anthropic.
Am I dusted?
Totally, yeah, dude, you're
cooked?
not. What is that? You may as well be reading an encyclopedia, Anthropic.
But seriously, every day feels fake. I mean, speaking of AI, Mira Murathi? She was Sam Altman's. She was part of the C-suite at OpenAI. She started her own company called Thinking Machines.
Okay. What does this nonsense do?
They haven't created a single product, but it's evaluated at $20 billion.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. That's good. This is a good sign for the economy.
Really
where anyone's just like, what do you do? Just shut the fuck up and give us money and we do AI. Kalshi? What is this? Kalshi it said they're going to be worth $1 trillion. They're doing a deal with CNN.
No.
Yes.
Kalshi is
partnering with CNN. So I guess
is that like Polymarket?
Yes.
So you just like bet on things.
On everything. Yeah. And their CEO, who really seems like
an upstanding guy.
Yeah, an upstanding guy. He's like, there is no conversation or disagreement we would like to not be able to financialize. And it's like, oh, that seems good. That seems like a healthy society we live in where
Great. Let's enable one of the most crippling addictions throughout human society.
Healthcare, but you can bet on how long it will take for your cancer to kill you.
So I can bet in real time if Russia is going to overtake the Donbass region.
Yes. By when you can do in real time.
Will there be a second airstrike on this,
will Trump get a Nobel Peace Prize
out in the Caribbean?
Will I take a shit today or will I be constipated?
With CNN.
Which,
that
by the way,
so bad.
But isn't CNN owned by Time Warner? So is CNN now owned by Net? I don't
even know anymore.
There's going to be one company. I guess it's easier. You know how like Kleenex, you just say Kleenex instead of tissue?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same for content.
What'd you
you're making a Netflix. They always start cute. They're like Amazon started with just books. Netflix started with just like, 3 DVDs.
I recently thought about that the first time I used Spotify. Do you remember this? Where it was like, oh, there's this app where you can just like stream music. You try it out and you're like, whoa, there's no gimmick to this? You could just all MP3s, it's here?
Yeah. They always start noble and exciting and like, we're just giving music to the people. Eventually it's like, oh, actually
we're this thing that you like, we're gonna destroy it too.
We're gonna destroy it, we're gonna replace the musicians. No, we're not going to pay them. And then the music, that's going to be AI. That's made up. So no one is happy except for us. And Netflix is known for its good content, for all its amazing, endless.
I'm listening to Golden on repeat, baby. Do you know the song?
Is that the AI song?
It's the EJ song.
EJ?
The K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, God. Your people.
Did you do Thanksgiving? Do Jewish people do Thanksgiving?
Yes, we're Americans. As much as Nick Fuentes likes to say that we're a fifth column subverting the very fabric of the society, we are actually patriotic and we love family. I went to Connecticut.
Ooh, fancy.
It was a very quarter zip. It was a very quarter zip kind of Thanksgiving,
but not for style. That's just
no. My family does not. My parents are immigrants. They don't do any.
Okay.
My mom only started doing Thanksgiving when she realized there was a way to guilt us into coming home.
Ooh.
And, she discovered it. Suddenly, he was like, oh, yeah, we always eat turkey.
We're getting a lot older, Dan. Mm-hmm. We're getting a lot older. Have you ever considered that? Do you know what's going to happen to us?
No.
What did I do? I went back home to El Paso.
Oh.
And
very nice.
Boy, I got fucked by the Thanksgiving travel.
You went peak.
Well, I didn't go peak, but I still got fucked nonetheless. So I had a layover in Dallas, Fort Worth, which is the hub of American.
Why the fuck would you do that? Isn't that the busiest airport in America?
It's either that or Chicago O'Hare. So Dallas, Fort Worth is the hub of American Airlines. And I learned that if you have lightning strikes, so even if it's not raining, but there was lightning strikes within a 5-mile radius, all work is halted. And then there are union laws so that you can't exceed a certain number of hours. Mm-hmm. And I learned this the hard way because, this
is where you come out against unions. Brian's a libertarian now.
I got slightly inconvenienced. No, I got stuck in Dallas, Fort Worth, and then I had to stay the night in Dallas. Landed at 6 p.m. American Airlines was done working for the day. They're like,
sure.
We're out. So
God, these fucking people with their quote unquote rights and their time off.
So anyways, how to find a hotel. So the Uber driver picks me up from Dallas, Fort Worth, and I forgot that I was in Texas. Then I was reminded that I was in Texas because the guy volunteered information of just like, driving in Dallas, I like to do, it gets kind of dicey at night. Some people, but this is an open carry state. And I was like, okay, has that ever, and he's like, yeah, just this last week, someone tried to rob me, but he doesn't know I have a fucking gun.
Oh, so he was the one.
Yeah.
I am the one who knocks. You must have tipped real good after that.
When you learn that your Uber driver has a gun on them, the dynamic kind of shifts a little bit. Yeah. I was actively
listening.
El
Paso. Like that's like
I'm not taking Ubers in El Paso.
That's like high noon dual town. That's like when you imagine El Paso.
I've been in New York for 10 years, Dan. I'm a true New Yorker now.
Wow.
My testosterone
You're
levels
a
have plummeted.
Liberal elite.
Yeah, so he told me about how he has a gun. He comes strapped, and he also has a side job as doing cybersecurity.
Sure, with a gun too. He has his gun on on the desktop just in case those Russian hackers come from him. He's like, I'll fucking shoot you through the computer. Did you go to a gun range when you were in Texas?
The big event that our family did for Thanksgiving is we went to Big Bend National Park. Do you know about this?
Yeah, that's the clock, right?
What clock?
Big Ben joke is a bad joke.
So Dan, this is the danger that you have when you make jokes with someone who's a little bit Texas slow with me. It can backfire on you.
Yeah. You got the molasses uptake. You're just vibing.
I'm just bringing a big ADHD energy to this. A little sidebar here. I read this in Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers.
Okay.
So take this.
So it must be true.
So take this with a big grain of salt.
Yeah, that's the Torah.
I double checked this, and it is true. I'm just bringing it up because I think it's like a funny aside. So Korean pilots, they have to speak in English in the cockpit because the Korean language is so hierarchical and the communication style is a bit indirect. There were like crashes, Nathan Fielder style.
Yeah. Did he talk about those Koreans in the rehearsal?
I haven't seen all of the rehearsal, but Malcolm Gladwell talks about it. And so the subordinates like don't speak up in times of danger because they don't want to disrespect.
So do not fly Korean.
No, it's all good now. They speak in English.
Okay, that's good. English is a non-hierarchical language.
Yeah. We're all equals.
Wait, is it part of the grammar that's hierarchical? Or is it just like, once you're in English, you're like, okay, this is a little safe zone?
It's part of the grammar. So you ask you ask like each other the age. Because you have to address in honorifics. But then it's also embedded in the culture where the Korean language isn't very direct in the way that English is. So it's a lot of implied language.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, oh, that's a really horrible storm cloud, what would I say?
Maybe like DEFCON 5, you would go like, oh, that's a bit interesting.
Okay. It's very passive aggressive language.
It's a bit interesting that because you would never be so
this
direct.
This is an autistic person's nightmare. Korean. There's so much subtle cues you have to pick up on.
Maybe I am autistic because I learned on this Thanksgiving that there's a lot of miscommunication with my own parents.
You were not picking up on the cues.
I'm not picking up on the cues.
Yeah, they're like, we think you're a failure and we're embarrassed by you, and you're like, what? What do you want? You want me to go back to med school? That
is a funny happenstance that I learned on this most recent holiday, is that because my parents have absolute brain rot because they're scrolling like crazy. All of my boomer parents.
They're not prepared. They're not built.
Dude.
We've talked about how it's like smallpox to the Indians. So their immune system is not built for this.
So you know how you're just making fun of me. You're like, oh, my parents think I'm a failure. Narrative has changed. Now that they are scrolling all day, they're like, we understand what you do now.
Oh no.
They're like, oh, you're making short.
Our son is going to be a great content creator.
They're like, oh, so you make short form content to then drive the content funnel into the thing that you're actually trying to sell. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, so they're not even just watching the content; they're watching like influencers give advice on how to hack the algorithm.
They understand social media better than I do now.
Do they have? Can they help us with our thumbnails?
I can ask them.
I think
I think they should.
They came to America and they figured
they sat me down. They sat me down and they were like, we think you and Dan aren't really doing enough soy face in your YouTube thumbnails.
What do they watch? What have you caught them watching?
So my dad watches a lot of Chinese history YouTube, which feels very sinister, because at the dinner table, he's like, I'm watching a lot of Chinese history and it's a great country, it's like a rich history, a lot that I didn't know before. Yeah. And I'm like, fucking...
Who's making these videos?
Xi Jinping, the CCP is making these videos. What's happening.
It says like Chinese state media and he doesn't even...
Yeah, it's sinister.
I'll catch my dad. As my dad's gotten older, he's become like obsessed with Persian content. Like he's just like regressing to his youth and all he watches. There's like Persian expat news and there's like Persian singers. And he's like, this guy is coming to America. We have to go see this Persian singer. And he like shows me the video and it's the most horrible, like, whatever. That's what it sounds like to me.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, you want to go see that?
Yeah, I'm actually
just
down.
Horrible instruments that you never even heard of.
You're being so ignorant right now.
It's my own. It's okay. It's against my own culture. I'm sure it's great. But also then he just rides the algorithm. It's like what would happen to a child He's in fucking 90. So then I'll just catch him watching like those dumb DIY videos that are like brain rot, like DIY solutions to problems that are completely irrelevant.
Oh my God.
You know, it's the ones that you know, that African guy who was just doing the like he got huge because he just reacts to stupid videos and he puts both his hands out.
Dan, your screen time is like multitudes higher than mine.
Bad.
I don't know.
It's bad. Anyway, my dad's brain, what's left of my dad's 90-year-old brain is being destroyed by YouTube Shorts.
You're like, well, there goes his last neuron.
Which are way worse. It's weird to think that TikTok is like is like watching PBS now relative to YouTube Shorts.
It's truly nuts. I mean, my niece and nephew, they get a little iPad as a treat, and they're full on. There's so many adults who make content for 10-year-olds. Mm-hmm. They need a psyche valve.
I mean, that's where the money is. That's where, look, Zootopia 2 is the biggest global opening of all time. Okay, like they won. Our entire culture is devoted to children content.
Shout out to Ted once again.
Congrats. Out to Ted. Thank you. Yeah.
So I went to Big Bend National Park, which is one of the least popular national parks in America because it is 5 hours away from the El Paso airport.
Okay, it's like they're like shitty animals too.
Well, there are no animals. It's straight up no animals. One battle after another, for all I know, was shot in Big Bend National Park.
Uber driver killed all the animals.
So we did some stargazing in Terlingua. So I looked this up. It is the second darkest sky in the world. So you look up and you can see the Milky Way.
It's so far from...
I mean, there's just zero light pollution.
Were you moved?
I was moved. Like, the sky is so bright because there's so many fucking stars.
After 5 minutes, you're like, okay, cool, there are stars. And now I'm in the fucking desert.
I'm being vulnerable with you.
Okay.
I'm looking up at the vast expanse of the universe, and it did cross my mind how we can get more views on YouTube for our podcast.
Yeah. You're like Don Draper at the end of Mad Men in the retreat.
The hustle doesn't fucking stop.
The Coke commercial comes to him.
Hustle don't
stop. And what did you learn? How could we get more views?
Our lighting situation's a mess.
That's facts. By the way, if anyone who works at B&H is a listener to the podcast, we're here. Any of my Jewish brethren, any of the Chabad members who work at B&H want to send us some light boxes?
Do they have internet access?
Dude, it is the weirdest thing that the premier electronics store is run by people who all have like Motorola Razors. And they're like, my friend, of course, you come in here and they teach you how to use a Sony or like a Panasonic GH7. Yeah. You're like, what are you doing with this?
So I was just thinking about work a lot. Mm-hmm. And every other day it was like a new revelation that sort of contradicted the revelation I had before. And for instance, my parents don't speak English that well. So whenever I'm with them, I like to show them Korean films. Mm-hmm. And I showed them a film by this director named Sang-Soo. Have you heard of him?
I've not heard of him.
He's like...
the film bros are going to come after me.
Film bros are really going to come after you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like a filmmaker's filmmaker.
Okay, what's an American filmmaker you would compare him to?
The film bros are going to come after me too. I'm going to say like Joe Swanberg. Just like really mumblegore, like two people talking, minimal camera work. And he was at the center of this big scandal because he had an affair with an actress named Kim Min-hee, who's incredible, but this shows how patriarchal Korean society is that she's blacklisted.
And he's not?
He was always making his, indie films and doing the Berlin film circuit. Now she only exclusively stars in his films because Korea's like, we don't want you. You cheated, you're bad.
And and she has to be on his movies?
I think that's the only way she can get work.
He abused her?
He didn't abuse her.
What did he do?
They just had an affair.
Oh, and that's not cool.
They were two consenting adults.
Apparently Wong Kar-wai is canceled in China too. Did you know that?
Yeah, because he didn't give credit to the writer.
Yeah, and he had like an assistant who he completely jacked all his shit from. And then the assistant like recorded all his... Dude, this is the Daniels are in tears now. What are they going to do? I feel like that has not... You could get canceled in your own country, but if you come...
Yeah.
This happened the same. The Iranian director who did A Separation and A Hero, he's one of the best directors. He was also accused of plagiarism by one of his students. And it was a huge uproar in Iran. But here we're like, whatever. That's your own shit.
You get plagiarized, and then once you become successful, then you plagiarize from your assistant. This is how it goes.
Great artists steal, baby.
That's the social contract in the fine arts.
It is funny how no one cares about... I've not... Like, I saw like one little article... No, people was like, yeah, I'm still going to watch In the Mood for Love. It's the best movie of all time.
So I saw this film by Sang-Soo called On the Beach Alone at Night.
Yeah.
And it is it's basically about his own love affair with the actor. So it's very meta in that way.
Okay. And she's in it.
Yeah, it has like a very auto-fiction element to it.
And you thought this was a good idea to watch with your boomer Korean parents.
And they know him. He's like a well-known director. Yeah. 10 minutes in, my dad's like, this is so fucking boring.
He's like, damn, you were trying to bond with him.
I tried to bond with him. He told me about him. I was like, well, you told me about him. He's a prolific film director in Korea. Yeah. He wins a lot of awards. My dad goes, who gives a fuck about awards if no one watches your shit? I promise you, no one in Korea is watching this. Who gives a fuck about awards?
Wow.
Yeah, that hit pretty deep.
Yeah, your parents have fully swallowed the capitalist pill, huh?
They've been like that.
they're
Isn't
like
that most immigrants?
Who
assimilate to America?
Yeah.
They're like, America's the greatest. I love capitalism.
Yes. Is it good? Who cares? How much money did it make? Okay. Yeah, maybe because I was going to take my dad to see It Was Just an Accident, which won the Golden Lion at Cannes, which is an Iranian.
That's an Iranian film, right?
Yeah, which I saw, but now I'm worried that he's gonna, think it's like stupid and lame and artsy. The fuck is this? I want to go back to my DIY YouTube shorts. Give me that shit, please.
I think you would like Sang-Soo though.
I mean, you don't have to sell me on Korean films. I'm fucking juiced for No Other Choice. Park Chan-wook. Koreans punch way above their weight film-wise in terms of their size of their country and their influence.
It just makes me not want to resolve my most toxic tendencies.
Oh, great.
You know those Korean films you like? The ones about revenge and fucking incest and like people
old
getting killed?
Old.
Yeah, that comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in me.
Let's unleash it, baby. Right now, you're just in between.
I know.
You're trying to fix it, but you're not committing. So I think just be a fucking...
I am sitting... Every podcast we record, I'm sitting on the impulse to not take my dick out and plop it on the table.
Thank you. So kind. Yeah, to not have sex with your estranged daughter or whatever the old boy plot is. So would you recommend Big Ben?
Yeah, but I'm like, no one's going to go. You might stop by Marfa, which I wouldn't recommend.
You wouldn't recommend going to the Prada store in Marfa?
Have you been to Marfa?
You should take your parents to Marfa.
You would fucking love Marfa.
I would definitely love to. Go see some Donald Judd tables. I would love for you to take your parents.
I have.
To Marfa?
I've taken them to Marfa.
What did they think of the Donald Judd?
And they're like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
You're like, actually, it's minimal art. It's meant to interrogate the materials, and it's not actually representative of everything.
I took them when I was 24, and I'm pretty sure they told me to apply to law school.
Yeah, that was what they you left, and afterwards, like, something is really fucked up with our child.
They're like, please, just get your real estate salesperson license. Just something.
It's like, where did we go wrong?
Anything but this.
It's like, no, there's actually a great cafe that does avocado toast, Mom.
The chilaquiles are amazing here.
Haven't you read Chris Krause's I Love Dick? It's really good.
Oh, yeah. We're not getting any shows like I Love Dick anymore.
No, that was...
That is long
I Love
gone.
Dick, Transparent, Atlanta. Wow, that was a really golden arrow. They're just throwing money.
But it's okay. You got the Middlebrow podcast, everyone.
That's it. That's all, and that's all you're gonna get. By the way, the problem is we're a culture podcast that we've started as culture is imploding. So we're just gonna only be able to talk. It's gonna become an immigrant parent talk.
It's time for us to make some real culture.
We are coming out with merch. We are working on merch.
We got merch in the works. We got a lot of things in the works.
Fucking, don't spend all your wad on Christmas gifts. Because come the new year, there's some tote bags. We know all of you.
Wait, I don't know if we're doing tote bags.
All right, we might be. All right. There may or may not be tote bags. There will be hats. Hats there will be.
There will be hats.
Yeah.
I went to Le Voudor.
I was supposed to go with you.
For a brand dinner.
I bailed. I abandoned you. Which, by the way, you abandoned me for a Spotify, Kareem Spotify dinner. So it's only fair.
And I think I got the better end. I got a better end of the deal.
You got way better. I went to Le Voudor is so much better than the restaurant that we went to. You fucking kidding?
It was great. I went to a brand dinner for Built. Shout out to Caroline, who is our handler.
Yes.
For this event. And
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Dude, incredible. I want to move to the Upper East Side.
When you go there, you're like, okay, I could get into this life.
Yeah.
You just live on your
like,
pre-war doorman building.
Like the businesses there are like, haircut. This is how life should be lived.
Yeah, you go to Le Pan Quotidien or whatever.
It's great. I don't need to do any research. Like, I'm
not
too
like
busy.
Fucking Suit Supply.
It's
like an old Italian man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a tie shop.
Yeah, you abandoned me. What did you abandon me for, Dan?
I had my book club.
You're such a fucking nerd, dude.
There's an honor among book club's attendees, and I was hosting. Also, I'm Texas pilled now because we read Lonesome Dove.
You talked about it already.
Oh my God.
You finally finished it?
I finally finished it. Guy,
you recommend?
Listeners, you got to read this book. I'm not one to lightly recommend an 850-page book about like repressed cowboys in 1860s Texas, whose the main plot is just they move some cattle from Texas to Montana. This book is incredible.
You're introducing it as if it is having a moment.
No, I know it's
now.
having a moment. But
this is stoner. This is stoner 2.0.
Yeah, but I still think people see this fucking doorstop of a book and they hear that it's about cowboys, and especially maybe some of our female listeners might assume it's a very macho, masculine in the Cormac McCarthy sense.
I don't want to lose
the women.
I don't want to lose the women of this podcast.
Okay, they loved the book. Some of the most deeply felt and richly described characters I've ever read in the book. Like literally, I go back to like Harry Potter. It's like the last time I felt like I truly understood so many characters. But this isn't like stupid transphobic magic book. If
you're a woman, you don't have to read this book.
You fucking have to.
You're already doing charity work by listening to us.
Yeah, we know that when you tell people, you're like, I know it's two men who do a podcast, but actually, they're not horrible. They're not the most disgusting pigs. You should read it. You're a fucking Texan.
I'm reading a self-help book right now.
Oh God, of course you are. It's not working. It's just a let them theory.
No, I'm reading a book by Oliver Berkelman, who is a journalist for The Guardian.
Okay.
And he wrote this book called 4,000 Weeks. But then he wrote this compendium book that is much more prescriptive and action-oriented.
Okay.
So it's called like Meditation for Mortals.
Brian, you don't have to do it. Our subscriber numbers are going up. Our listener numbers are good. You don't have to do this.
It's really helpful though.
What is it? Okay,
so
I won't be cynical asshole.
So you read a chapter a day.
Sure.
And his whole philosophy is about finitude. Embrace the finite amount of life that you have.
Okay. It's existential.
Yeah. But some of the exercises that he gives are like, you're gonna fucking this last chapter I read.
That means it's cringe and lame. You can't even tell me. You can't even look at me with a straight face.
I can't because I'm like a dog that has done something bad. I can't look at Dan in the face.
This is a book you have to order on Amazon. You can't go to a cashier and look them in the eye and say,
no.
book.
You know what? I'm gonna say it with my chest. I bought this on the front table at McNally Jackson.
Wow.
So I know listeners are reading this right now.
Front table McNally Jackson.
These are things I already know, but it's a good reminder. I don't know if you do this, but I have a tendency to conflate stress with busyness and productivity.
Okay.
So if I have anything to do on my list, I'm going to be stressed.
But even if it's like get a haircut or something.
Because I am addicted to the feeling of like I'm being productive, but I conflate stress with productivity.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is like, well, reframe everything as it's really easy.
Okay.
So I'm trying that. So you're recording this podcast.
Easy.
I'm chill.
Yeah. I love a day when it's just like gym, haircut.
But are you stressed?
Piano, reading? No.
Oh, you take it event by event.
Yeah, I'm stressed just because I have a lot. When I have too many articles piling up on my tabs to read.
I like it though.
I'm addicted. Get off on it?
I'm like addicted to the stress.
Because if you don't have it, you feel like you're wasting away.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not being productive.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you give yourself stuff to do just to feel stressed, even though you take on things that you don't need to take on?
Yeah,
like a podcast.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Would you be happier if you weren't doing things? Like, is it your way of getting
why is this becoming a therapy session? Relax.
I'm trying to understand.
Let me just get my inner critic to talk to me the way that I would talk to someone else.
Okay.
AKA with kindness, and then I'll read Lonesome Dove.
You don't talk to people with kindness.
Shut the fuck.
Kindness.
Yeah.
I've heard how you talk about people who are
What are you talking about? You're projecting, man. You are projecting so hard.
People who don't work hard and who complain about what they don't have.
Crazy, Dan. You are projecting crazy.
At the Bryant Park.
That's okay.
We have it too.
I am who I am.
Listen, you come from a people who are oppressed.
Yeah.
And so you look for stress.
Yeah.
And small things become major stressors.
That's how diamonds are formed.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm going to make an amazing, epic revenge thriller with loads of incest in it.
Yes. Okay, again with the incest, Brian. Always the incest. I hope you read the book and you'll come. By the way, every person I know who has read self-help book, I've never met someone who a self-help book has changed or done anything for them. But it's as long as it Feels
Is
good.
that a challenge?
That's a fucking challenge.
Don't tempt
I want
me,
you
Dad.
stressed. I want you to you work hard. As your podcast partner, this is bad. You're going to mellow out.
Bad. Yeah.
It's like you're going to go do an acid trip and like find yourself. And you're
I'm
like, no.
whatever. The episode's late. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I'm moving to Bali.
Dude, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I've
self-help book is
never
working.
had to worry that you would post an episode late because I know you hate yourself. And that's good. That's why I wanted to do a podcast with you.
Oh God! Speaking of Bali and shrooms and whatever woo shit that you're bringing to me, you made us go to a Dijon concert last
That's
night.
not woo woo.
When I was at the Dijon concert, it felt like I was at a holiday sale for REI.
Yes.
That was
the Gorp was strong.
Patagonia puffers as far as I can see.
Yeah.
If I wasn't there, then the percentage of POCs in the audience would have gone down by like 20%.
I wonder if he likes that. Or do you think he's like he hates his fans? Do you think
Dijon?
he resents how white some of his fans are?
I'm not going to speak to his experience. Where's he from? I think that depends.
I don't know. Or some. I thought the concert was great.
Mm.
I thought it was one of the better concerts. Unfortunately, it was at Terminal 5,
Tough venue.
which I really feel cursed that for some reason the musicians that I like are always destined to play at Terminal 5.
I'm seeing OK Lou at Terminal 5.
Great. It's horrible. What is it? It's like a humiliation ritual.
But when you're in a fire hazard, it really forces you to be present.
takes
You're like,
a
all we
fucking-
have is now.
It takes an hour to get out. There's no good sight line. There are columns. Everyone's on top of each other. There's the use of space is horrific. The people are terrible. My feet hurt.
That's a you problem.
But I did.
You are wearing para boots. Worst shoes to be standing on your feet in.
Look, I was coming from my subway take.
Oh.
Okay.
Repeat.
Well, I did what you did. I was asked to do an ad.
Oh. Did you sign an NDA, Dan? Are you allowed to disclose this?
I think it's fine. I think people will. I'm not gonna say what it's for.
They'll see it.
You'll see. God, I did though. I spent like afterwards. I hung out with Kareem and was helping him like gift shop, and that guy, the amount of bullshit he has to deal with people coming up to him on the street is. I literally told him, it's like you don't make enough money for how famous you are. How many people came up to him like pitching their stupid little take, showing them the Instagram?
That's the
nightmare.
That's the price of fame. He
I
is
don't know.
getting paid for that inconvenience.
No, he's like meme fame.
No, you're getting paid for that inconvenience.
But he's not getting paid enough. He has fame of like I've walked the streets of New York with like legit A-list celebrities, and I see how people react to them, and it is the same. Like he like will walk by, he'll walk down a street and you'll see people inside cafes like, oh my God, was that him? People like, yo.
He is meeting people where they're at. He is the most recognizable person on your fucking iPhone screen.
Well, I told him he's like he shows up first now. Whenever people load up Instagram, he's just right there.
He's Vampire Weekend A-Punk when you have an iPod.
Yeah.
It's the first track that plays.
First track. He's like how Google's being sued because they're were the automatic search engine on Safari. and it was seen as a monopoly. Like that was what their antitrust case was about. That's the same with subway takes. Is they're going to be sued by like fucking, hot ones for monopolizing the first space on Instagram. So everyone's looking at his face all the time.
I mean, that is what it is now. Do you see Brian Johnson announced? So Brian Johnson, the Never Die guy.
Your favorite. Yeah,
My favorite.
The Mormon guy who's just like...
He just,
experimenting
drinking
on himself.
his son's semen and getting younger by the minute.
Yeah.
He did a live stream, like where he tripped on 5 grams of mushrooms, and it was on Twitter. Dude, it was like Grimes tuned into it, like Grimes, whatever. But I think that is what it's going to be in the future. Everyone's just going to become their own little creators. Everyone's going to have their own little live streams, and everyone's going to attend each other's live streams.
What are we doing, Brian?
I like it.
Yeah, your parents like it.
I like it.
Did you like Dijon?
I like Dijon. I honestly went into it with, I don't really listen to him. For our listeners who don't know who Dijon is the type of music you make love to in the soft purple glow of your LED strip lights while Minecraft YouTube stream is playing on in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like Gen Z love-making music.
Yeah, with it's like fucked up and they're like bit crushers and everything's like peaking and fading and it's extremely textured and weird samples.
But he had the flu.
He had the flu.
And he made it be known. Didn't make any difference to the performance whatsoever.
Well, when you have like 100% reverb and echo on every single vocal and instrument. Doesn't really matter.
No.
You think anyone
matter.
understood it? I've listened to the album many times. I don't understand a single lyric. He says baby a few times.
Baby.
But what I fucked with it was that there was like 10 musicians on stage, including maybe Bon Iver for some random reason.
Yeah.
But the album is very, very synth textured and a lot of artifacts. And so I was curious how they
He
were going to
produced
do it.
Bieber's album.
He produced Swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, which if you listen to Bieber's album, you're like, oh, this is a much worse version of what Dijon is doing. Or it's the smoothed out version, whereas like Dijon is fucked up and glitchy and weird, and it's almost like the digital artifacts of a pop song. You know, like, oh, this could maybe be a Backstreet Boys song if it was played through like a melting iPod.
Yeah.
You know, that's sort of how I would describe his music, which I fuck with a lot. It's weird and has edge.
I still can't get a gauge of what your music taste is. Like anytime you propose a concert that we should go to, I'm always left feeling like,
Yeah.
well, I'm surprised Dan listens to this.
You know what I fucking listen to? I have the A24 Criterion Closet.
The Pitchfork top 10, please.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at the Pitchfork top 10 and you look at what I listen to, I am a stereotype. Next week we'll do our music.
Our little music picks?
A little music picks.
Wow.
But anyway, I would go see. I mean, he's going to be on SNL by the time everyone hears it. He will be on.
So I guess to go on YouTube, check out the performance.
Yeah. But it was just nice to see a full band. Like I went to see Cindy Lee, who was amazing and cool.
Oh, Cindy Lee was the artist that it was your
last
favorite.
year.
It was your favorite album last year.
Yeah, but it's just them on stage in this kind of very ethereal, like Isabella Rossellini in Blue Velvet, out of time character doing this. This should almost be in like a 1960s Hong Kong lounge, but most of the other instruments are just recordings.
Yeah,
and you do feel a little gypped. Or what? Sorry, that's
when there's
Jude. Sorry, Jude. Cindy Lee is similar to Dijon in that their music sounds like the Afterglow. Dijon's doing like Prince Afterglow. Cindy Lee's doing like the Ronettes, you know, the 1960s, like Roy Orbison, that sort of music. That's almost how they make it modern, is they make it distant and digital and artifacts and almost this half-remembered ethereal version of it.
We got to go to a rave, Dad.
What rave are we?
We gotta go.
That's what all unks say. I would like to experience a rave. I would like to let loose. Perhaps I will take some Molly.
We only have 2 more weeks left to enjoy hard techno, because did you see that Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers are making a movie? It's a buddy comedy about them trying to get into Berghain.
It only gets worse. There's no justice in the universe, is there? That's the movie?
That's the film.
That's good. That's like the...
I mean, it's like Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle type of beat.
So it's going to take place in Berlin. It's going to be a...
Probably. There's going to be leather daddies. You know the deal.
This is just Bowen feels bad that he screwed over Matt Rogers and had an amazing career and left him in the dust. And he's like, okay, I'll bring Matt on my...
Wow.
I'll make a
Listeners,
movie
heard
with
this
Matt.
first. I would do the same for you, Dan, but clearly
fucking better.
You have
We could we are much closer to being able to do Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Should we bring it back?
We got the brown and the Asian, baby.
Maybe that was the first time I even learned about the concept of representation, was that movie.
Is that movie has lost any kind of cultural relevance? I feel like that was such a huge movie when we were in middle school, and now it's like doesn't exist. I think it's maybe because also neither of them had great careers after.
Well, they did a complete 180. Cal Penn came out as gay and now works in the White House.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like they're not the same people anymore.
Yeah. He's writing Obama speeches.
Right. Did you see your boy Quentin Tarantino?
I did.
It reminded me of you a bit.
Why? Because he's hating.
He has the same hater energy.
Yeah, but it's
you do.
Yeah, so he gave his like top 20 of the 21st century.
Which, by the way,
on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast.
Which, by the way, that is something we need to aspire to. If we're trying to become a bitchy gay podcast, Quentin Tarantino on Bret Easton Ellis' podcast is like the Jordan of that.
Yes, Quentin Tarantino's not gay. Bret Easton Ellis is gay enough for the both of them.
Yeah.
No, but that is like that's the Gen X, the apotheosis of fucking like white Gen X complaining about the culture today is Tarantino on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast.
Right.
Just like, they don't fucking get it. Everything is political now. Everything. I just like aesthetics. I just care about aesthetics. Did you see Tarantino's top? I feel like you would respect it because there's no artsy fartsy shit.
Okay.
It's pure like this entertainment.
That's my bag.
Like his number 2 movie is Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is fucking good.
Yeah, he just talks about
the
he was
incinerator
crying.
scene.
Yes, he talks about he was crying.
Oh my god, that is a peak cinema moment for me.
See,
I'm not without exaggeration.
You would fuck with his list.
Well,
Zodiac. I think he had Dunkirk. It was like he is Max Film Bro. So like he goes the distance.
Well, we got to provide a little bit of context. So Quentin Tarantino went on Brad Easton Ellis's podcast. Quentin Tarantino has gotten a little bit of hot water with the online discourse and cinephiles and actors and Hollywood types alike because he just volunteered this information that thinks Paul Dano is the worst actor.
Yeah, well, he's talking about There Will
Guild.
Be Blood. He's like, it's my it's my 5th favorite movie. It would be number 1, but Paul Dano
was the worst ass I've ever seen. And
Dude,
then
so out of pocket.
And
like
he also tagged
out of pocket.
He was like, there are completely unmemorable performances, the worst actor ever, and let's add Owen Wilson to that list.
Yeah. Well, because he put Midnight in Paris, I think it was like his 10th, and he's like, and usually I fucking hate that annoying little snivelly, whiny, big nose Owen Wilson, but he was actually okay. It's like Jesus. Yeah. You have like one of the few living auteur directors coming for you.
That's gonna be you in 30 years, Dan.
Yeah, but you saw now everyone's like coming out. All the like Ben Stiller and all these people. Like actually, Paul Dano is a great guy. He's like really nice. He's like such a sweetheart. I do find Paul Dano pretty annoying.
Really?
I always like Fablemans. He took me out of it. I just find him kind of whiny.
I like him. I loved him in Little Miss Sunshine. Incredible.
Yeah. Okay. I will say that he was good in Little Miss Sunshine and The Girl Next Door when he's playing like a sniveling little like
also
whiny high school kid. But I don't buy him as like a man.
That's like your weird alpha chud.
No, he just
borderline red pill.
No, he's okay. He's fine. Even as the Riddler, it makes sense because the Riddler's like an incel.
Yeah.
So he's the Riddler, and that's fine. But in There Will Be Blood, he just has to like withstand Daniel Day-Lewis, and to me, he does not hold his own.
But Paul Dano, he plays twin brothers, and they had another actor that they fired during the production.
Oh, those supposed to play his brother?
Yeah, within like 48 hours, he was asked to just play the twin because the other guy just sucked so badly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that's you? You're like, my big break, I'm going to be in a PTA film, and then PTA is like, you're a huge detriment to this production. Yeah. And you're getting
there are a lot of those. There are a lot of like Eric Stoltz was supposed to play Marty McFly, and they shot it. There's like half a movie made.
I didn't know that.
With Eric Stoltz instead of Michael J. Fox.
Damn.
And you know who the fuck? No one's talking about Eric Stoltz anymore. He's
That's
like
tough.
he has a good moment in Pulp Fiction, but imagine how fucking hard that.
So you're
blow.
saying it happens more frequently?
I think it happens a lot where they shoot it too.
Damn.
Where they like legit shoot it and then they fire people, or there are people. I mean, there's like famous stories about people getting cut from movies.
Yeah.
Like Terrence Malick in the Thin Red Line.
Well, that's the first thing I asked you. I was like, are you gonna get cut from these? And you're like, no. I think I'm a pretty integral part of the plot.
Yeah. Just before we go, maybe shout out to we lost two legends in the last week.
Who?
Everyone's leaving 2025. We lost Tom Stoppard and Frank Gehry. I'd say in their field, the playwrights and architecture, maybe the two biggest.
The GOATs?
The GOATs. It's great. Some great Jews too.
Haven't read any of Tom Stoppard's plays.
Yeah. Have you seen any?
What? Can you name one?
His most famous one is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
Oh yes, I did read that.
See?
In high school.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That was his like I can do Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Yeah. Arcadia, Jumpers, Rock and Roll.
Okay.
But actually, what I didn't know is that he was a really well-known script doctor, and so like anytime they needed a very erudite character, like most people, if you're an average screenwriter, you can't write like a super well-spoken, educated person. It's hard. So they would bring in him. So like Shakespeare in Love, he wrote all the Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe lines. Or like in the third Indiana Jones, he wrote all of Sean Connery's line, uncredited. But he would like come in and write all of, because Sean Connery plays like an Oxford professor who knows all about, Charlemagne and the Crusades. And so he'd come in and just like do his shit.
That kind of sounds like your dream job.
I do that, but for dick jokes. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do for movies. They bring me in like, we need the Tom Stoppard of racist dick jokes. Who do we got? Rosen, get him in.
And then R.I.P. Frank Gehry.
R.I.P. Frank Gehry, who died today.
You know, my first job in New York, when they gave me the offer, the recruiter was like, you know, this building, it's a Frank Gehry designed building. And that's how I knew that this job is going to fucking suck ass.
Yeah. When that's the perk.
If you're highlighting the building is designed by Frank
That's your
Gehry.
memory. Yeah. It's going to be impossible to find the elevator. You know who really hates Frank Gehry is whoever has to clean the Bilbao Guggenheim from the outside. And all that stupid wavy curves. That guy's glad.
You should make your own rendition of
That's my character.
of Perfect Days.
Yeah.
That movie about the toilet cleaner in Japan, but instead it's the guy who has to clean that building. And instead it's just the guy who's on the verge of a mental breakdown every day.
Next time you're in LA, go to his home, his Santa Monica home, where he doesn't live there in a while, but just look up Frank Gehry Santa Monica home. You could drive by it. It's still there. It's from the 60s. It's one of, I think I didn't fuck with his later stuff, but that is an incredible, beautiful kind of deconstructed. There's like chain link fence and corrugated metal, and the light's amazing. That's a fucking architect.
Can we expand on a thing you just said right now? I don't fuck with his later stuff.
Yeah.
Are there any artists who are heads, people who quote unquote have a good taste, where they do fuck with the later stuff?
It's rare.
No one fucks with the later stuff of anyone's work.
Well, that's why Tarantino says he only wants to
Frank
do 10.
Stella. I don't really. I love his early works. I love the early works. Who's making
great? I say Paul Schrader. I've liked Paul
the
Schrader.
later stuff.
The
is
late
good.
stuff is
the late stuff is good.
Is surprisingly good. He's had
Jeff
a good
Koons is the late stuff better than the Hungarian porn star stuff.
Not. But that's because most artists have one interesting idea.
Okay, fine.
They have one exciting idea,
fine.
They have and they do it, and they have a burst of creativity.
We gotta invite a guest, like a guest who can expound on this more.
Yeah, I mean, musicians is the most who listens to
the later stuff.
The later, even after they're like 40. No,
I like the Weeknd's later stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
I liked it.
The Weeknd isn't old.
Keeps getting better and better. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's like, how old is Bad Bunny? Is he even 30?
But relative.
No, I'm talking about like Paul McCartney is still putting out music. No one knows. No one's hoping he's playing, the new shit.
It's just this phrase that I'm like, you don't have to say, of course.
But for I was even Frank Gehry, the stuff that he's most known for, which is a certain style of kind of deconstructed architecture. It was never my cup of tea, but his like, even before he was well known, stuff like his Santa Monica house, which I thought had some of the beginnings of kind of his deconstructed, intersecting material work. I don't know. Just look it up. It's great.
Well,
that's my recommendation. Frank Gehry. You come to us for the niche shit.
Okay. Well,
it should be noted that you made me take off my hoodie before we started.
Yeah.
Is this because someone commented that we were dressed the same on the last episode?
Possibly. The one time that I wear a flannel, someone said we look like Frog and Toad. And I'm like, I'm fucking burning this.
You can't fathom being dressed like me. It hurts your ego.
It doesn't hurt my ego. I just think it's good if we have a little bit of differentiation.
Okay, no, I agree.
That's good for the brand.
Salt
good for
and
the
pepper.
Salt and pepper, exactly. But yeah, I'm letting you know that from this point forward on every episode, I'm going to become more and more empathetic, more and more open-minded, and more and more mentally well-adjusted.
I hope that journey happens for you. It will make for a less interesting podcast.
I might go to McNally Jackson after this and buy On the Courage to be Disliked.
Yeah. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's
I already read that. I already read that.
Goodbye.
I already read that.
Subscribe to our YouTube.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.